I walk the dirt on the earth, probably cursed or rock with hurt, and it will not disperse, but fuck, it's not deserved, because I'm not the worst. I look at these rotten turds and thoughtless shirts that prosper first, and I want them served like hot dessert, cause I've not been hurt, and the fury is burning me. It sure can be discouraging, so burning green is like a cure to me. It couldn't hurt a thing, it certainly is nourishing. Personally, it's nurturing and encouraging. When it hurts to think time is a mystery, but why is there history about guys that give us peace, but it's still a crime to be hitting weed? Wigga, please, the shit I speak rips a beat viciously, while you predictably spit the weak sickening shit you see. You're not sick to me, you just follow another bitch you see, and not differently. God gifted me at the bottom of his Christmas tree. It's obvious my shit is deep, so trying to be this unique. Probably since it seemed to get on top, you gotta be spitting weak. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. So catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. I walk alone, a forgotten soul with all my problems known. I want the throne, but since I'm not a clone, it's impossible. The pressure, I hate it, to step up and make it. I'll never face it, so I spend every day pissed and getting sedated. I need a cure, things are worse, and what I'm seeing's blurred and thinking hurts. It's a sinking dirt, I seem unsure, and I leave my search. I cry for help, but only find myself inside my shell that I am celled. Shit, I might as well just fry in hell. Fuck jets and chains, I'm setting aim on the respect I've yet to gain. Forget the pain, except with stain, which keeps me possessed and yes, insane. Every day I'm getting rain, when will it change? I guess forever it remains a dream and a wish, but what I'm seeing is sick. Why do I even exist? I'm a meaningless piece of shit. I'm beyond words, onward longer, probably belong her on turf with all of the goners. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. So catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me. Ayy, so catch me hitting weak, cause it relieves the bullshit and grief that sits and breathes within me.